Hello traders, the title of the video is USDCAD Technical Analysis, question and answers for a Forex trader. Alright, we are recording this video today because a TSTW24 trader, Mohammed, did ask me two specific questions relating to USDCAD, a trade that he has been trading. All right, so he has two questions and we will try to discuss that in this tutorial. Hopefully you too will learn something from it. All right, so I can tell you very fast what was the scenario. The gentleman is a TSTW24 trader. He is using the 4-hour time frame for the setup, so there is a kind of a big a bit distorted, inverted head and shoulder here on the 4-hour time frame. All right. So the gentleman was trying to enter the trade in the zone of 130.62 here, the green line here. So the 4-hour time frame, this is his setup, something like this. He saw a setup. The price was at the support level. You can see also the price at the support level. You see here. So break a ball, retest in that zone. That was his trading setup on the 4-hour time frame. All right, and then he's using the hourly time frame. All right, hourly time frame for the signal. All right, so signal somewhere here. So here you see. So probably trend line is broken, something like that here in this zone again. So using the hourly time frame for his signal. He's using the 50-minute time frame for the entry. That's his method of trading himself. All right. All right. So something has happened which is normal. So Mohammed, what I will say to you, don't worry too much about it, because this thing will happen sometime when you will miss an excellent trading opportunity. All right. So the price went up. Look at this gentleman, very exciting, and this can affect you sometime because you see price went down from this level 130.62. It just ran very fast to this level, and the gentleman could not participate in this trade. Now there were other reasons. It's because of the pivot levels. You see resistance 1, pivot level S1, S2, S3. So what I say to TSTW24 traders, all right, I was telling them to have the pivot point on their chart. Now, Mohammed, the reason why we want to have the pivot point on the chart is not because we are trading in fact with the pivot point as such, but we want to use it to go into the mind of other traders, because most traders have the pivot point on their chart and they're looking for breakable retest. Right, that's the key point. So because they are keys, horizontal and support level, the resistance 1, resistance 2, pivot point S1, S2, they are key level. So sometimes you will see excellent trading setup, especially around the pivot point where the price will break a ball, retest, or you may see a bullish chart pattern or a bearish chart pattern. A clear-cut high probability trading setup usually can occur around those pivot points, and you don't want to miss it. But us as a TSTW24 trader, we are not in fact depending on the pivot point, but we want to have it on the chart so we may know what other traders are looking at. And also sometimes trader will buy at one pivot point level and we start taking profit at the next pivot point level. So you want to know what people are looking at and why they are behaving, the price behaving the way it's behaving. All right, that's the whole thing about it. But what has happened to this trader is something that can happen to even experienced traders, when because of what you are looking at, because of what is happening at that point in time, you become very, very cautious. There's nothing wrong. So you haven't done anything wrong. All that has happened is that you were very, very conservative, very, very cautious, and you did not participate in the trade. That's fine. You didn't lose, so that's good. All right. It happened to all traders. Where you will be, by the time you see the price going, you say, "Oh, if I knew, I could have entered that trade at that point in time." All right. So the question that the trader is asking is that, Now, are the pivot point telling us the same thing that the normal support and resistance level? Yes. Yes. All right. You can get away with it, all right, just trading around the normal key support resistance level because they usually correspond to those levels. But it does not mean, so what I would suggest is this, look at this, all right. So I have on my chart now the pivot point, all right. So what you can do, you can draw the normal horizontal and support level and not have the pivot point on your chart, all right. But then, if you think that it's affecting your decision, this was something personal that I'm saying to you. If you think it's affecting your decision, all right, after you make your decision, all right, you can place it on the chart and see, and try to just quickly look and see what's going on, just to see. Place it on your chart and then see where they are and how other traders are reacting to them. And then once you finish, you just remove it. See, now I remove it. Right, so anytime you want to go into the mind of the PV traders, you just go and place it on your chart and go into their mind to quickly see what's going on, why the price is behaving in a certain way there, and you just remove it if you think that the pivot points are affecting your decision. Yes, one can trade alone with the price alone. You can trade around the key support and resistance level, the horizontal one, without a pivot point. But as I said before, the pivot point is to go into the mind of other traders because other traders are using it. We want to go into their mind. That's it. All right? So answer that question. A pivot point almost, I would say almost telling us the same thing like the normal support and resistance level. Yes, they are almost, not always, but almost. But we can trade without the pivot point. But we want to know where are the pivot points and what other traders are doing with it. But if it's affecting your decision, put it aside, and when you finish to make your decision, try to use it to go into the mind of other traders. So that I'm answering your second question. So your first question was, how do I determine when the market will break through, this support and resistance level? That's a very good question. So I think for this trade, there is something that probably you have not done. I don't know whether you have done it or not. This trend line here, you see this trend line on a 4-hour time frame. You see, because your trading setup is on a 4-hour time frame, this is very important trend line for you. Because I'm not saying that you cannot buy below that trend line, but because if you are buying below that trend line, it's a bit risky. But if we can buy here, I'm not saying that we cannot buy near the 13062, but when we are buying there, we will be prepared to take profit on the edge of that trend line. That's why other traders did here. You can see as the price ran fast to that one, it touched it, and people took profit. That's that candlestick bar there. All right. So personally, I will enter this trend not near the 13062. A more conservative approach will be to buy it above that trend line. You see the tail of this candlestick bar, this one here. If we go back to your entry time frame or the 15-minute time frame, attention, you see, you will be entering a trade here. You see, break above that orange trend line on your 15-minute time frame and retest it here. And after you retest it, you want this common straight trend line to be broken and one bullish candlestick bar to pierce through it. So you will be entering the trade probably after this one here. You see this candlestick bar is closed on a 50-minute time frame, and you will place your stop loss below here. Now, if you think, all right, so this is the best place to enter the trade. That a trend line for the 4-hour time frame. So on a 50-minute time frame, your entry time frame, common straight line is broken, one candlestick bar is closed, and then gently you give it a chance because there is always risk. All right, you give it a chance, you enter gently, fingers crossed. Always, all right? Then you place your stop loss below here. That's your entry point. But I understand what has happened there with you. You were here and you were looking at those resistance and say, okay, I will wait. And now the price is running away. It's running away and it ran away. It happened. It can happen to even experienced traders. All right. So how do we determine whether the price will break the resistance? All right. Now you will know. Okay, the first indication will be when the price breaks the first and nearest resistance level. So where you are, all right. So You were here, so they support level 1. So look what the price came there, found a resistance, because this is what we are saying. In the mind, other trader bought it at this support here, because they are just playing with the buy at this support here, and as the price hit the next pivot level, they are coming out. Now here, you should this. You see, this is it. Right. So the next resistance, you see, it break above it. You break above it. Though you are looking at the resistance level here, the only way that we determine that the price will break the next resistance is when the price is forming higher lows and higher high. So yeah, so here you see, so this trend line, this one, I'll color it also. I'm running out of color now. So if you're on a 50-minute time frame and you want to buy, draw a channel on that 15-minute time frame. So that will have helped you. You see this trend line here on the 15-minute time frame. So on your entry time frame, draw a trend line, a channel, very important, draw a channel. You see here, it's going up. That's how you know. If you form a new higher high and a new higher high, followed by a new higher low, it's indicating to us that the bullish momentum is increasing. So if you are here, you may decide to enter here, which is tricky because of that orange trend line. Okay? So this is the better place to enter. Probably form a new higher high, this high here. In comparison to this one, it's a higher high, followed by, okay, it's almost equal high here. All right, it's a double bottom here. You see, this is a double bottom here. And is this what I'm saying? On the edge of the trend line, you see, on the edge of the trend line. So they push it back. So those who took proof here, they push it back to retest this trend line. All right. So to answer your question, how do I determine whether the market will break through those resistance? Is when the price display a new higher high, and that new higher high is followed by a higher low, and the common sense trend line is kaput. Higher high, higher low, common sense trend line is kaput. Gently enter, place your stop loss behind here, and trade on the edge of a bullish trend line. You see here, on the edge. So I hope I have managed to answer your question. I don't want the video to be too long. I hope I have managed to answer your question. First question was, how do I determine when the market will break through those resistance, support, pivot point, or any resistance level? Is when the price is displaying higher lows and higher high, and the common sense line is broken. In a downtrend, when the price is forming, all right, a lower high and a lower low, all right. So if the price form in a downtrend, so in a downtrend you look first for a lower low. If a lower low in a downtrend is followed by a lower high, all right, that lower high is an invitation to sell if the common central line is broken. All right. So try to watch the video in full. Go through it. You can watch it many times, and then go back again and try to do it again. But so the bottom line, what I would say to you, use the channel on your 4-hour time frame, because I don't want to say to you what you should do, because you have a method in place that you are using, 4-hour time frame, hourly time frame, 50-minute time frame. You are not using one time frame. So try to pay attention to the trend line. All right, use the channel, because that will help you a lot. Break a ball, retest. Okay, price was in a declining channel. All right, you see, this trend line will have been very, very useful to you. I don't know whether you have drawing, but you were here. All right, but I'm not saying you could have entered here also. Let's see. I think that there was a. So let's go back again here. I don't know what time did you notice this. So somewhere here, because the idea is that sometimes the price will play with you, or you have some worries. Okay, so you become very cautious. You don't want to risk it, but at the same time you are thinking that the price will go up. You are thinking that the price will go up, and you want to be part of it, but you become very cautious. In that case, Mohammed, what you need to do, you want to control the risk, because you become cautious and you don't want to risk it. Now use a tiny stop loss. So what you can do is just give it a chance, 10 pips, 15 pips. You don't care whether you lose or not that pips. It's just You are trying because you are very, very cautious. At the same time, you don't want to lose. What do? You use a very tiny stop loss. And sometimes before you turn your head, they will take you out. That's it. You forget about that trade. You don't worry about it. So what some trader will have done is that when he's playing around here, they may just decide, okay, it's now at this support level. I want to enter, but those resistance ahead are not very sure. And so they will just say, I'll buy, and I place my stop loss behind this trend line here. If they take me out, I don't care, and they leave it there. And sometimes those tiny risks can become very rewarding when the price will just go gently and run away without coming back to your stop loss. Sometimes they will quickly take you out. So try to see what's the best option for you and play with that. But those are the things that I could say about your excellent question. Excellent question, in fact. So pivot point, yes, if it's disturbing you, remove them, but just place it to see what is going on, because sometimes excellent trades do occur around them. Yes, I did say it. You have it on your chart, but if you think personally it's affecting your decision, like it did here, just remove it. Okay? After you have examine the pivot point, just remove it now, okay, and make your decision. All right, because too much information can also hinder your decision making. That's why I try to keep my trading very simple. There are many tools out there, but the pivot point, a lot of traders are using it, especially if you are day trading. You can use it to go into the mind of other traders. All right, pivot points are almost telling us the same thing like the support and resistance level, normal support, horizontal resistance level. One can get away trading without the pivot point if one is drawing all the key support and resistance level. And we are using it to go into the mind of other traders. How do I determine when the market will break through the support and resistance level? Attention to the price. Draw your channel. Higher lows, higher high in an uptrend. Lower lows, lower high in a downtrend. You want to buy at the support level. And especially if the price here, this is you could have enter here. I will have enter here. That is common say this candidate will go here. All right. Or some people, but here because it's quite close to this trend line, I would prefer to enter here because it breaks above it nicely and retest it here. Here is also some people will hesitate a bit because the price run a bit fast and so on. So use the trend line on your 15-minute time frame and keep polishing it, all right? But don't allow, because a missing opportunity affects your decision, because it can affect you. You say, oh, 136 people I just missed now. Or you're looking back, you could have paid for my losses. All right. But it happened, and it can happen to any trader. All right. So, Mohammed, thank you for an excellent question. As always, if you have any more questions, all right, do not hesitate to get back to us. In due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. I will be recording another video about the USDCAD. That video, I'll post it at the 24 Forex Trader YouTube channel, when I will review completely, all right, the USDCAD from the monthly chart, yearly chart, so we may see the bigger picture for this currency pair. All right. Thank you for asking an excellent question. I will place this video. I'll make it public, though it's personal to you. I'll send it to you first. You will be the first person watching it. I will also make it public and post it at the Georgia Trio YouTube channel. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about USDCAD technical analysis, question and answers for a Forex trader. Happy trading to you all, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching.